This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Landslides caused by heavy rains in eastern Uganda have killed at least 5 persons. Dozens more unconfirmed number of people are reported missing. The country's Red Cross said in a statement on Wednesday, 3 serious landslides occurred on the steep slopes of Mount Elgon in the Bududa district after an onslaught of rain began on Tuesday night. The Prime Minister's spokesman Julius Musuguzi says officials were on ground in a rescue operation, although the Red Cross says accessibility to the affected areas is a challenge. It added that more rains were expected. People in precarious and vulnerable areas have been advised to immediately evacuate the area and shelter with relatives who are in more secure grounds. Zimbabwe and the European Union have begun political talks on Wednesday, first in 17 years. The move is aimed at turning the page on hostile relations. EU ambassadors in Zimbabwe met government representatives in a planned meeting to end decades of trade and economic hostility. The closed-door talks were described as frank and constructive, focusing on trade investment, human rights and democracy. Relations between the two parties soared under Mugabe's presidency, and sanctions were placed on Zimbabwe over human rights abuses. The EU removed the majority of economic sanctions against Zimbabwe in 2014, but does not give direct financial assistance to the government. This new talks could enable a resumption of direct financial aid to Zimbabwean government. At a separate event in Harare, President Mnangagwa signed a new bill creating a tripartite negotiating forum intended to bring labor, business and government together to shape policy. Stay with us, we'll be back after the short break. The 5th China Trade Week has opened in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, on Wednesday, attracting more than 500 exhibitors and over 30,000 visitors. The event is a platform for Chinese companies to cooperate and share knowledge with local organizations. Exhibits include building materials, consumer goods, electronic goods, home appliances, automotive parts, information technology products, agriculture, and textiles.
Focus the African countries, and we have different solutions for different level of the people, because we feel African people mostly lack the power.
That's CNN News Brief. For details on these and other stories, visit our social media platforms and join the conversation on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.